See my breath? So anyways, it's cold. It's Tuesday. What's the day? January getting up out of here. I'm ready. Because baby, like I already said, January be a whole year for me. It's the 27th. Tuesday, January 27th, 2025. Today is payday. Gotta pay these bills. It's so crazy because it was this viral video about this girl's not paying non-essential bills, and most people do live like this, and they are, I wouldn't say stress-free, but they are less anxious about paying bills and being in debt. Whereas me, I have a tight grip on my money should go to my bills, and that I shouldn't live now. I should pay my bills now and then live how I want to later. But the thing is, I'm always balancing that idea, and I'll go so long like restricting myself, and it feels like punishment. It feels like suffering, and it makes me extremely depressed. But at the end of the day, I'll be like, well, at least my bills paid. I don't know, because at the end of the day, I have to go to work. The reason why I'm going to work is to pay off my debt. I'm not like everybody else. I don't go to work and think about what new shoes I'm gonna buy, what coat I'm gonna buy, or I don't think about material things that I need to buy. I think about if I get ahead of my bills, I'll have enough money for somebody else if they need it, you know. But I gotta make sure I gotta take care of me first, because it'd be hard for me to help people when I haven't helped myself, and people always ask me for help. And it's another reason why I be feeling stressed and depressed, because I'm like, why is it me that gotta save everybody? Everybody come to me for money, and it's so exhausting. It's so exhausting. And people wonder why, like, I don't really want to engage, because once you get close to somebody, now you like obligated to look after them, because people feel like, well, if you're not benefiting me, if I can't ask you for a favor, if I can't ask you for a ride, then what good are you? And it's like, well, I mean, I have other qualities besides money and being productive for you. But okay, that's just how this world's set up. But I've been listening to Pastor Mike Jr., and we've been learning about let them, and basically allowing people to go through their storm on their own. Like, you don't have to save them. And so many times he's been reiterating, we are over functioning because we are trying to meet expectations and standards that we set for every aspect in our lives to be great. But God did not assign us to be doing everything for everything else and nothing for ourselves. Like, it's literally a thing. You have to take care of yourself first. You have to put yourself first. It's one thing to be a servant of God, a child of God, and loving people in Christ, but sometimes God puts people through the storm so that they can lean on Him and not be dependent on you, because that's one thing I learned is when you give out your hand to somebody, they start really dependent on it, and they never get up on their own 2 feet because they feel like, well, I got somebody to save me. I got a backup. I got a cushion. The best thing that ever happened to me was relying on my siblings to help me in an emergency, and they showed me why I can't rely on people. I can't trust people. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. Like, it'd be so many different paradoxes and contradictories because I personally, I don't know. I think I only want to be provided for and taken care of because I never had it. But I think it does do a disservice to people who are always taken care of, because again, like I just said, without that experience of, oh, I gotta figure it out, you will never figure it out. You'll always be like, well, I don't know what to do. And if you give up, then that's that. But it's pretty cold this morning. I had some crazy vivid dreams. So one of my dreams, I was at a funeral. I don't know whose funeral, but apparently I guess this was my 9th grade year. Yeah, because it seemed like the people from my 9th grade year, because I went to 2 different high schools. So the people from, actually it was some people from elementary. I don't know, it was some random old school people, and they was all sad, and it's crazy because they was all clicked up at the funeral, and I never really belonged to a clique, but I ran with certain cliques, if that makes sense. Like, I was just a cool 3rd, 5th, 6th wheel type stuff. Like, I was just, because I never could really settle on if I wanted them to be my friends or not. But yeah, so we at the funeral, and I was feeling good, feeling whole and feeling strong. So I'm passing out hugs and stuff. I'm giving out hugs, and I realized that, because I'm just like looking and searching for who needs a hug. And I realized, I'm like, oh my God, I need to start hugging people more, because girl, I need a hug. I think that's me telling me that I need to stop being so distant from people and stop shying away from closeness and connection. But again, I don't know. Sometimes I just don't like people touching me. So I get overstimulated. I have like so many sensory issues. Like, people don't understand. I'm not playing. Like, it sounds funny. It sounds funny when I say it, but I'm being for real. Don't touch me. But because that's the thing, like, I do love people, but some people, I don't know, it's like I can really like sense their energy or something, and I feel like I absorb all negativity, and that's another thing. So that's what that dream was revealing to me. Like, girl, you need to stop trying to heal everybody else and save everybody else before you save yourself. Like, because for one, I have been feeling heavy because people coming to me left and right, just trauma dumping on me, just dumping on me, just And the whole thing is, I personally have been doing good, and I'm like, it just be blowing my mind sometimes how things are never just steady, you know. I don't know. I don't know if this is true for anybody else, but some people make it seem like they are genuinely happy. And I just want to know what that feels like, because I'm always tense. I'm always stressed and worried about something. I truly want to know, like, what does that feel like? What does it feel like to be safe in your own body? What does that feel like to not worry about how much money is in your account because all of these imaginary emergencies are coming up? Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna stress about being happy. I'm very grateful, and I realize too, like, especially with this job, I know I complain a lot, but anyway, so I was watching, I actually woke up at another time today to, like, chill and relax. I forced myself to eat. That was hard, but I did it. I'm just really trying to parent myself really hard, and it's really hard because I raised myself to be so passive and so easy and get my way. But now that I'm an adult and I'm trying to reparent myself after I already did this type of parenting, I don't know if this makes sense, but I already did a different parenting style when I was growing up. But now I'm grown, and I'm like, oh no, girl, you missed out on discipline. You missed out on self-care. You missed out on socializing. It was a lot I missed out on, but I ain't gonna worry about it. It is what it is. I'm doing the best I can. And it's crazy because the feedback that I get from people was like, oh my gosh, you're such a great person, such a nice person. And I'm like, yeah, okay, but y'all don't really know me for real. That's just the version of me that I presented to you. I'm really angry, sad, and depressed. Like, if you don't describe me like that, I don't feel like you know me. Because me being nice, that's all an act, sweetheart. But that's the thing. Oh, that's what I was about to say. So I had time today, and the Today Show was on, and Al Roker has been working there for 30 years. All my life. It's crazy because I know Al Roker. Like, I know of him. So he definitely is part of the culture, part of the bigger program in the world, and he's always been positive, just a happy black man. And they showed a little bit of his family, and it was his daughters for me, because daughters don't lie. His daughters was like, oh, he was a good dad, even though he had to leave early, he still packed our lunches and wrote us a note. Now, I don't know if they was lying for the TV, because, you know, sometimes they be lying, and I be believing them. But for something in me, it really seemed like they was genuine, because at the end of it, I'm watching the show, and he's shouting out the people in the back. He talking about the cameraman, the other people backstage, behind here, like, he genuinely was like, no, not just these people y'all see on the front screen on TV. He's like, them are my people. And I really appreciated him, like, shouting everybody out. And he seems authentic, like, and it's crazy because I don't know why I'm crying. I'm crying because he's a good example of living life fully, and that whole like anniversary thing just showed me like it's not always about what you are going through, but how can you give back and be a community and bring positivity to the world? Because I'm sure when he first started out at the news station, he didn't think he was going to change the world and impact so many people, but he did. And I just really, I started crying. Like, I'm crying now, I'm sensitive. I just thought that was such a sweet moment. And it really, that's what it all boils down to. It's like, because I've been to plenty of funerals. And not gonna lie, at the, not the last funeral, but the one before that, people do be lying at funerals. They be lying. So I'm not gonna say that it doesn't matter what you do in your life, but if you do good, because the last funeral I was at, he was spoken very highly of, you know, and you want to leave people feeling like you were a genuine good person to them and how you made them feel. And I feel like we get so wrapped up in who don't want us and who rejected us, and focusing our energy on the wrong things when you could literally pour into somebody who will appreciate you. I don't know. I'm just like, it was just a message for me to work on not being so depressed, because Al was always happy and smiling, you know. And that's hard work. And I have been depressed and complaining, and my job is easy work. Like, be for real. But for me, it's hard because of everything that I've been through. I ain't really been through nothing, for real. I just feel like I didn't get enough time to really choose myself and be myself. Like, and I just feel like time is stacked against me because I owe thousands of dollars in student loans, and now I gotta pay this car off. And it's binding me to the time I gotta continue to work, and I just don't like working. I just don't like doing something I don't want to do. I don't care. I'm grateful for the job, but I don't like the job. That's just what it is. It's what it is. But at the same time, I'm just trying to look at the bigger picture and see the gift in the pressure. That was another thing that Pastor Mike Jr. was talking about. He was like, the devil will push you to the edge and like put so much pressure on you to see when you're gonna give up, when you're gonna walk away. And I was like, if this is not the truth, because at the end of the day, I really am safe at my job, but I put myself in unsafe predicaments because I am choosing to let my temporary feelings try to make permanent decisions. And at the end of the day, it's not my world. I'm just living in it, and I need to figure out how to live life for me instead of feeling obligated to be in places and spaces that harm me. So I don't know. We'll see. This January 27th, I'm gonna look back at this in May, because Lord knows, only the Lord knows. And that's why I'm recording this now, because I'm I'm so excited to see what the Lord is going to do for me. And I just pray I don't give up prematurely, because the last time I quit this job, I was just about to get hired in. But I quit.